This video is made possible by the support of Grim Dark Terrain, our generous Patreons at Team Titanicorn, and kindly viewers like you.
So, hello everybody, greetings my fellow princeps and moderati. I'm Dizzy from Team Titanicorn, and as the question came up very often in the last time on several sources, I thought I want to talk about the start with Adeptus Titanicorn question, how to start into this awesome game. And I guess there are three main philosophies or ways to get into the game or into the miniatures, and the end result is you get many miniatures of a lovely scale with awesome paint jobs, but the start could be different. So the first thing I think is the most likely approach, if you like Titans, is the more of a collector's view approach, where you grab the model you like, build it and equip it how you like to prefer the looks of, and then paint the color scheme that you like without looking at rules or on weapon combinations. And maybe you got your Reaver with a Vulcan Megabolt, a Carapace, a Volcano Cannon and a Power Fist. That doesn't make that much sense in regards to the game and the competitive side, but looks awesome and you like to build and paint it. So this is the easiest start into Adeptus Titanicus. Do what you like from a modeler's and collector's viewpoint. Not much more to say there. The second thing is the narrative approach, and the third thing is the competitive approach. Keep in mind that you can evolve from just collecting to narrative to competitive, or devolve in quotes from the competitive to a more narrative in regards of your power level of the force. So the narrative would be reading a lot of the lore sections, maybe in the internet. There are many sources with fandom, the wikis and all this stuff, where you can read about all the Titan legios. And if you can pick one where you say, yes, this is the one, like I picked the Legio Furion for their hot-blooded temper and the lovely color scheme, you can go there and pick a Legio that got the perfect narrative conclusion for you. Maybe you like these mysterious, proud warriors that kinda appear everywhere on the battlefield really fast. That would be something like the Warp Runners, the Legio Astorum, or you like the stalwart wardens of the Angel's Gates on Terra. There is the stories about the Warhound Scout Titans of Legio Ignatum holding their ground there. Or you like this, yes, we beat Legio Mortis at the gates of Terra, but oh damn, all the Legio Mortis Titan stand up again and mutate crazy. There is the thing with Legio Mortis in the novels. So this could be a way to start Adeptus Titanicus with the viewpoint of the narration, the lore. Do what you like most. Pick your story beats that you like most and build your force around this. So maybe you like this before mentioned idea of Nurgle Legio Mortis Titans, then you can go heavy into the Traitor Legios with all these corruption thingies, with these vigor mutations where they can repair or regenerate themselves, or something like the Imperium Shroud, where you can say there is some cloud of flies around the Titans that you can't shoot them that good. So that would be the start with narration, lore in mind, and building your force around this. And as the example of Legio Mortis, they got very many Warlord Titans. Maybe you lean into this while collecting your force. And on the other hand, there is the competitive side, where I guess you can flip to all the rule books and get yourself the most synergy lists, something like this, and build your list and your legio up like this, and get the most bang for your buck, kinda. So you get all these power list thingies, like maybe something, a Legio Vopa Ferox light maniple with Warhounds and Reavers, and all got the close quarter combat options, like the Reavers got their fists and they got their Shikarian conduits to move faster, and they got their disruption emitters if they are still in play. What did they take away? The disruption emitters, all the plasma gargoyles? I'm not sure right now. Keep that in mind. But maybe focus on adding up some rules that benefit you the most, and then wipe your the floor with your enemy. In all cases, I would suggest get yourself a rule book or the rule set first before you start with anything, before you start collecting the minis while you like them, or the lore aspect or the competitive aspect that you can analyze in the internet. Just grab yourself a copy of the rulebook, flick through it, and get a feeling how Adeptus Titanicus is played, or watch some battle reports to get a feeling what kind of game it is. Because when we are on the demonstration events, I say the comparison with Warhammer 30k or 40k is fine, but the only thing that's the same is the lore, so kinda the model range, and that you play with d6 dice. So this is the whole thing that is the same, and everything else is kind of different. You got your armor penetration rules thing. There is no save against this. There is not that comparing. I got this strength and you got this toughness, so I need to roll a maybe 5 up. Or there is I move all my miniatures and delete your half of your army, and then you can do something with only the half of your army. This is this alternative activation thing. This is totally different in Adeptus Titanicus, and so keep that in mind. Get yourself a copy of the rulebook and flip through it to get a feeling for this system. In the rest cases, you can get something on discount. Like there are many players out there that want to get rid of some of their collection, so maybe they bought many Titans and a while ago, and now they find out, oh, I don't want to go into these really heavy machines, I like more of the smaller Titans, so I get rid of all the big machines and sell them to other players with a discount. So this would be a nice way to grab some models. Or if you want to go into Adeptus Titanicus and need to grab a rule book and the whole rule system, the whole rule set, you can go with the starting box with this cover. I got only this cardboard thingy here. This is the the starting set with 2 Reaver Titans. Those 2 are 1 set each. So this is the one with the Gatling Blaster, Laser Blaster, Apocalypse Missile Launcher, Fist, and the other one is with the Volcano Cannon, Mother Cannon, Chain Fist, and the Turbo Laser Destructor on top. There are 2 Warhounds in this set, and there are somewhere around here 2 Cerberus Knight Lancer for 120 euro at G Dubs, but I think on other sites with other retailers you can grab this box for cheaper. Or maybe there is someone in the community that wants to get rid of those boxes, because he bought maybe 3 or 4 at the start and wanted to get rid of one of those boxes. These are a great value, and I highly recommend you to grab one of these boxes. And there is very good versatility within the set itself, because there are 2 Reavers and there are 2 Warhounds, and those are the Titans that you can field in most of the maniples or field as an additional auxiliary choice. So this is a fine way to start. If you want to go for the narrative or maybe the competitive approach before you buy any further Titans, just grab yourself a copy of the Loyalist Legio or the Traitor Legio. So these 2 books was given to me by the Pfiffikus. This is a small toy store in Münster-Hiltrup in Germany, and I want to thank you to giving us these 2 books for free to get something of a review thingy done. And if you want to go with the narrative or the competitive approach, maybe you know already I want to go Loyalist with the narrative approach. So you grab yourself this book, and there is everything as like a compendium. Just right now, December 2021, all you need to know, there are some things updated with the rules. And in this book there are rules for all the maniple that can be fielded by the Loyalists. There are rules for Loyalist knightly households. There are rules for the Warlord Sinister Psy Titans. And there are rules for the following Legios: Legio Ignatum, Griffonicus, Astorum, Defensors, Solaria, Ataurus, Metallica, Astraman, Presagius, Fortidus, Crucius, Honorum, Osedax, Oberon, Venator, and Lysander. So these are all the Legios, and there are some house rules, household rules. If you want to field knights, only your seneschal get a trait. There are rules for Taranis, Cold Shroud, Terran, Orlok, Procon V, Kolkar, Crust, Mortain, Fornhern, Ivroni, Sidus, and Zavora. Then there are the weapon shards with all the weapons rules that you need to know if you want to field your Titans. So these are some lovely shards for the weapons if you don't get all the weapon cards, or if you don't achieve a War Master Titan, you don't know what the weapons did, and you can flip through here and say, oh, this is a nice weapon for my Legio, I want to go with a War Master, and then you know that you need to purchase one. And after this there are some stratagems for the Loyalist in the back, and there are some war gear options, some Titan upgrades, Loyalist and Universal Titan upgrades, so you can flip through here and work out the lore stuff on the front pages where all the Titan Legios rules are. There is always some lore here with the rules combined. And if you want to go full on competitive, you can go crazy and flip through the book and just build your best list. If you want to go Traitor, then this is your book. This is the newest published book, the Traitor Legios, and the compendium for all the Traitor stuff within December 2021. There is updated rules for some Legios and some war gear options and stuff like this, and you can use this book as well as the Loyalist book for competitive and the narrative approach. And if you want to go full on crazy bonkers, you already purchased both books when you start this this journey to Adeptus Titanicus, cause those books are recommended if you only just want to know your enemy and know what the Loyalist Legion could field. So there are rules for all the maniples. These are the same maniple like in the Loyalist book. The only addition is the Canis Light maniple. That is the maniple that only Legio Audax could take. So in Traitor Legio maniple only. You get the following legios. Some I can't pronounce, so keep that in mind when I slaughter some of the legio names. There is Tempestus, Mortis, Critus, Furian, Vulpa, Vulcanum, Interfector, Infernus, Mordaxis, Audax, Magna, Vulturum, Laniascra, Culicetae, the Impalers and the Gatekeepers. There is Demisius and Tritonis. As the households, the traitor households, there is Earthogen, Morbidia, Caseran, Perdaxia, Hyboras. There is Divine, Gothrith, Mordred, Vextrix, Eoden, Orboron and Malinax, with some rules and of course this whole lore section. Then there are the Titanica Infernus, the corrupted titan, the counterpart for the Psy-Titans. There are the weapon shards, there is Universal and Traitor special war gear, and there are some stratagems. And if you want to go totally crazy, you can equip your titans as corrupted titans with the how it's called, with the mutations, and this is the thing that you're looking for. Then you got your special awaken entity table. This is when you roll the machine spirit symbol on the reactor die, your machine spirit is switched out with a demonic entity, and this one awakes. So this is a slightly updated shard for things that can happen there. There is a special corrupted titan personal trait, so that there is not a Princeps Senioris trait for your leader of a maniple if he's a part of a corrupted titan, so that it's kinda the god engine. The titan is the character, the Princeps, and so he got its own special traits here. Something like maybe this distorted form is a funny thing. So at the start of each round's movement phase, the Princeps Titan may distort its form. When it does so, the Titan may increase its base speed characteristic by 1 inch or increase its base maneuver characteristic by 1. This effect lasts until the end of the phase. Funny thing, if you want to get some more Titans a bit faster, because you could get those traits on every kind of Princeps Senioris in each maniple. Then there are all the mutations and the rules regarding this, that you can add mutations to Titans with the base mutation and additional mutations, that the command check decreases if you take more than 1 mutation to a maximum of -2. And there is much fun if you combine some of those mutations. There are the weapon shards in this book. The special thing is there is the weapons for the War Master Iconoclast. This model wasn't released when the Loyalist book dropped, so maybe you can copy or photograph this page with the special Iconoclast weaponry if one of your friends is interested in achieving this model but isn't sure what the weapons do. And there is the Titan upgrades, as I told. There is the Universal War Gear or the Traitor Special War Gear with something like a corrosive payload, where your Mega Bolters get some benefits that you can re-roll once when making your armor penetration roll on weapons that are ordnance and rapid fire, so something funny like this. And in the last pages there are special stratagems, updated stratagems for your Traitor Legio or your Universal stratagems. So there was the Quake Shells stratagem in the base game. There was the text telling you play this in each phase. Now it is nerfed, play this in any, so you can only purchase it or play it once for each purchase of this stratagem, and it is more it is a better way to play stratagems like this, in my regards. So this is the start into Adeptus Titanicus in the December 2021. You can go with modeling, just build and paint your miniatures like you prefer it, and completely black out the rules section. Then you can go more of the narrative way or the competitive way. In each of those ways, I should recommend these books, Loyalist Legio and Traitor Legio, to get an overview over the lore and the special rules for each Legio that you can pick. If you got any more questions, write them down in the comments below so that we can start a little discussion on these topics. And if you want to support us in bringing you more Adeptus Titanicus content, maybe you consider joining the Patreon page. Link is in the video description below. And after this video, there is a short text scroll or rolling text with all the actual Patreons right now and recommended videos. This is everything for you today. And Dizzy out. Keep on wargaming!